Well, I always receive a lot of questions about my H&H Rack. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you my reasons why did I bought a H&H aluminum rack. Yes, I could buy a titanium, but my first reason for aluminum rack was that it was lighter and cheaper than the titanium. At the time, maybe now it's different, but at the time it was this way. What can I tell you about my rack? First, let me tell you one thing that I think is fundamental. Well, there's a lot of upgrades I can do in the Brompton. Handlebars, saddle, paints, you can change pedals, you can do a lot of things. But there's one, let's say a kit, that I think is fundamental. It's the Hack Plus, the extension EasyWheel and the EasyWheel. That makes the Brompton experience so much complete, because Brompton bike rides like a bike, you know, like almost any bike. I think it's a little bit better than the other folding bikes because the PSI that we can put in the wheel is so much higher, and with that it can go so much faster, so I like that. But there's one thing that makes such a big difference from any bike, from any folding bike to the Brompton. It's the size it gets. It gets so small, and because of that, it can go almost anywhere. It can go inside shopping centers, buildings, Sugarloaf. I went to the Christ the Redeemer, so I could never done it with any other bike because Brompton gets very small. But the thing is, it's heavy. Oh, at least for me, it's heavy. I ride a road bike. A road bike is around 6 to 8 kilos, and the Brompton is around 12 to 14. If you don't have a titanium, I don't. I wish, but I don't. The difference is, if you do have a way to roll it better, it's perfect. And to roll it better, you need the hack. You can have a Brompton original hack. You can have this mine, that small ones, a triangle hack. But you need to roll it better to get even steadier. I would put the extension EasyWheel. Oh, it makes life much easier. Pretty small, isn't it? Yes. This rack is a lot smaller than Brompton rack. I don't really carry anything on it. My main reason to have a rack is to roll my Brompton on. So the smaller rack, the thing about the smaller rack is that it fits in a Delcy 29 suitcase. Is that cool? I don't know if the Brompton with the original Brompton rack will fit in a Delcy 29. Please, if you ever put a Brompton with the original rack in a Delcy 29, tell me please. First reason, it's small. Second reason, it's lighter. It's a lot lighter than the original Brompton rack. And since I'm not gonna carry anything in it, because I like to fold the bike, you know, to stop. Sometimes I use the kickstand, but a lot of times I use the rack, you know, the 4 EasyWheel. Oh, some people ask me, do you have to change the fenders, or can you use the original one? Yes, you can use the original one. And little hole here, it's just for that. You do have to make an extra hole in your fender just to fix it over here, but no problem. And yes, why don't I use fenders? Because it gets heavier, and I never ride my Brompton in the rain. When I travel, yes, I do ride in the rain, but it's in the rain, you know, you're all wet already, so you won't, you know, it's just heavy. It's just that I come from a road bike culture, so everything that I can take it out, you know, to make it lighter, I do it. I know, silly, but I do it. Yes, so small, and it helps so much, you know, when you travel, when you have to roll your bike, when you go to a supermarket and you want to use Brompton as a cart, a shopping cart, you need a rack for that. If you don't have the rack, it's not stable, and you need a extension. Yeah, oh, it's oil. You need an extension wheel, EasyWheel. I don't know, it's not much to talk about my racks, just that so many people ask for it, so I tried to do a little video about it. But I don't know, it's a small rack, I like it. It's all scratch because my older wheels were smaller. The original Brompton wheels are smaller, so now that I use these easy wheels, larger ones, they don't scratch anymore. It's a lot higher from the ground. What can I tell you? How did I put in? I took to a shop, and it's not hard. You know, you just use the regular places. You have to take the brake caliper out to fix it, but nothing to it. I'm sorry. It's just that I always thought it was so simple that I never did a video about it, but I kept receiving so many questions about it, and I don't know much to tell you, you know. I like it. I like it. It's small. It doesn't get bulky, you know. Yes, I could carry something in it. Yeah, I could put it here and use this part here to strap on it. Yeah, funny videos in it. That was one of my first upgrades of the Brompton, and I took the shop and they did this, and I changed my front crank, the front gear. I put a smaller one, the 4014. It was in New York. It was a great shop. It's closed now. It calls Nyce wheels. I miss it. It was a very good job. Okay, if you did like it, thumbs up. If you're not part of the channel, please do, because every Saturday I post these longer videos. But sometimes I have like quick tips, things that I remember, or things that people ask to do it, you know. I post them whenever they come up. So there's not a right time to post it. There's not a specific day to post it. And if you want to be notified about them, you need to click the little bell. Yes, this little bell. But to get there, you need to sign up. Yes, it's like you have to do one to get the other. Well, if you do have any more questions about my rack, please put in the comment, and please tell me where you're from. I love to see it, because I could imagine, you know, the videos going all over the world. So cool. I like it. I love to travel. See ya. Bye-bye.